guys. Let's get this thing started. Have to talk about it tonight, man. Have to talk about it. Come on in. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, man.
This is a sickness!
Let's get it. Yes, it is a big, big sickness. How are you guys doing? How are you guys feeling? You see, today's a wonderful day, guys. Today's a wonderful day because this week was a wonderful week. Hey, why so serious? Every time I see you, I'm laughing, man. How are you guys going, man? How are you guys feeling? How are you guys going? I hope that you guys are well. I hope you guys had a very productive week and you guys had a wonderful weekend. I hope the family is doing okay. I hope you guys are doing okay. Let me just say shout out to those in the chat. Shout out to Rachie. What up? Shout out to Silk Slayer. What up, Slayer? Avgator 2000. What up, Avgator? C4 Skills. Skills. What up? What up, C4 Skills? Be Big Money in the house. K-Rock. What up, man? Island Guild Gaming. That's the guild there, man. Why so serious? Why so serious? What up, man? Who else? I mean, guys, welcome again. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way in. Don't forget to subscribe. Today, we have someone new to the gaming streets. We have someone new to all of this, what is going on. I mean, he would have hit me up and he said he likes the work I'm doing and he's very much interested in the Xbox. He's very much interested in the ecosystem. So he himself has a YouTube channel, and that person is D Easy. What up, D Easy? Say hello to the chat, man.
What's up? What's up, guys?
Well, you know, we're all about supporting smaller channels here. Those who rock out with me, you know, I support them. So we brought him onto the show today to give his insight in what is going on in these gaming streets. So this is DZ, guys. He's new to this thing. So let's throw him in the deep end. So guys, how are you guys doing? Let's see how best we could start off the topics tonight. Hey, Sosuke Eisen, what up, man? Tonight, let's first start off with, what's going on with Game Pass. And let me just say that Game Pass is destroying everything. We had a little clip here by the Game Pass crew, And notice what they are saying is coming to Game Pass. Look at this. So we have Hollow Knight Silksong. Apparently this game is a really big game. A lot of persons love this indie game. I don't know what makes this game so popular, but apparently a lot of persons love it. They was waiting for it to come, but guess what? It's coming to Game Pass. This game would be day one on Game Pass. So we have another game here, Super Meatball. Well, we knew about this all along. Super Meatball is coming as well. By the way, D-Easy, what style of game you like to play? What is your go-to style of gaming?
Right now, mainly focused on Pokemon Pocket content.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not a stranger to the games that you'll be talking about here, like Hollow Knight and as such.
Yes. So D-Easy, he is a content creator for Pokemon Pocket. If you're interested in that, let's see if we could get this guy up to 50 subscribers tonight. Let's see. So D-Easy, you'll put your channel in the chat. Let's see if the guys could support. Let's get this guy up to 50 subscribers. So far, Super Meatball. What else? Ninja Gaiden 4. Guys, a big game is coming to Game Pass. Ninja Gaiden 4. So while the other gamers, they would have to pay full price for this game. Think about it. You are getting Ninja Gaiden 4 day one on Game Pass. Which game is this? Is this Winter, Borrow? Well, I don't know what game it is, but it's coming on Game Pass. All right. Avoid Train coming to Game Pass. I mean, Game Pass is just, you see, Game Pass is for everyone. You have the heavy hitters like the Ninja Gaiden 4, and then there are smaller titles. Look at these smaller titles here, these indie games, right? So, I mean, game after game, whatever is your fancy, you will have a game on Game Pass to play. And the big one, the big kahuna is coming to Game Pass, guys. Call of Duty Black Ops 7. I mean, where else can you find this value? Where else? Call of Duty Black Ops 7 confirmed. Day one on Game Pass. And the new roguelike Prince of Persia, that will also be coming to Game Pass. There's a War Reloaded. And of course, the wonderful Xbox ROG Ally. Now, this console has the PlayStation community now in a hissy fit. These guys are galloping. These guys are running 8 miles per hour. I mean, this I couldn't believe that this console would have the PlayStation community in a mess like this, man. So there you have it. There you have it, guys. We have a lot of games coming to Game Pass. And let's be quite frank. If it is you are a person with responsibilities, I don't know how you will be playing all of these games. So we are looking good when it comes to Game Pass. The next topic we have on stream, guys, is something that is happening kind of sketchy in the PlayStation community. You see, there was a game that came out exclusive for the PlayStation 5. The name of that game was Ghost of Yotei. And this game, quite frankly, had a cult following. A number of persons loved that game, Ghost of Tsushima, and a lot of persons were looking forward to the sequel of Ghost of Tsushima. But it just so happened that Sony took a left turn. They removed the original character from the first game, and they made a whole different style, a whole different character for the game that their original fans loved. Now, this is just a little idea as to how the PlayStation community is reacting to Ghost of Yotei. Look at this here, DZ, and tell me what you think about this crowd here. Do you think this crowd is enthusiastic about this game? Look at this. Look at this here.
Sometimes I feel like that is what I am.
Look at this here. Woo! Woo! Did Sony forget to pay the crowd? Why is this crowd seeming like they need a warm out? They clapping after. I mean, what do you think about that crowd, man, DZ? You think these guys excited for this game?
Well, nobody flinched.
Nobody flinched.
Everyone sat in their seats. No hands went up.
No hands went up. What's going on here? Who is excited for Ghost of Yotei? Wow, look at this. Ghost of Yotei. Wow. So this is supposed to be a big major reveal. Free DLC for Ghost of Yotei owners. This is supposed to destroy the place. This is supposed to be a bomb for the PlayStation community. But what are these? This was supposed to be an atomic bomb. But what are these guys doing? Their hands are folded. They don't want to clap. Look at this. This guy here, guys, ain't even bothering to clap. Look at this guy here. He's like, yeah. I'm just fed up of this. Look at this. PlayStation. So persons aren't too enthusiastic about Ghost of Yotei. And you know what drives this point home, guys? What drives this point home is what we are seeing in the comment section. So let's look at the comment section of the last Ghost of Yotei reveal trailer, and let's see what the PlayStation community is feeling or what they are saying concerning the Ghost of Yotei. Look at this. So Sony would have put up this trailer here. Action pack.
Ruthless spirits wandering the land, driven.
Rock climbing confirmed. These ponies are getting a banger of a game. Look at this game. She's climbing rocks. What again? She 120-pound female is beating 100 men at the same time. Wow, so believable, so realistic. Dogs confirm. Rabies confirmed, guys. Rabies. Did you get your tetanus shot? It's confirmed.
Sometimes I feel like that is what I am.
Sometimes I feel that is what I am. What are you? What are you?
Infected?
She had to be infected. She is rabies infected too. Most of your things. So, okay, trailer, 30 seconds. Let's see what the PlayStation community is saying about this. So, first up, we have Gojo. He's saying, pre-ordering next month near my birthday. I'm ready. I'm already sold on this game. Wow. So, he's feeling this game, right? So, Sucker Punch would have said, best birthday present. So, this guy saying 6 weeks we can hunt the Yotei 6. Wow. So he's invested. He's really invested in this game. He knows about the Yotei 6, the Yotei 7, the Wu-Tang Clan. He knows about all of them, right? But as we go down and we breeze through all the commendation, what do we see underneath all of this? We see John Dell saying, woke feminist Ghost of Yotei, no thank you. So this is the dilemma that the PlayStation community have. We have one set of persons who they like it, but the fans, some of the fans don't like this. They didn't like the change of character. Look at Steven's voice over here. Look what Steven is saying. Whoop! Can't wait to play the first one again in celebration. So he's not even going to touch this game. He's saying, you know what? I'm going back to the first game. You know, the one where the main actor isn't fat, ugly, feminist, and doesn't hate me and want me dead? Yeah, that one. Wow. So fans ain't liking this. No one cares about this feminism. Well, trash. Wow. Why would I buy a DEI slop? Seriously, why? So this is the dilemma. You see, every gaming dev should know what their fan wants. Nothing was wrong with making a sequel to Ghosts of Yotei. Nothing was wrong with just giving the fans what they want. Instead, they wanted to flip this game on its head. And now we have a division in the fans. Some of the fans don't care. They will play it anyway. But there are some fans who are not rocking with this game because of the DEI, because of what they are saying. How this guy said? What? A fat, ugly feminist? Come on, man. That's a little too harsh. Come on there, man. Come on. So I don't know what's going on. Look, this guy is saying, Ghost of Woke, pass. Pass on me. So the fans are divided. Now, let me hear what are your thoughts in the comments about Ghost of Yotei. Let me hear what you think it would sell. Do you think Ghost of Yotei would match the sales of the first game? Or do you think there is a possibility that this game may flop? I don't know what might happen, but things are looking a bit shaky for Ghost of Yotei. What are your thoughts on this Ghost of Yotei? Here, Daisy. What are your thoughts on how persons are responding to this?
Well, pretty strong stuff.
Yeah.
Especially that guy with the comment with the
with the fat feminism.
yes,
Yeah, man.
yes.
I mean, guys are angry out there, man. Let me say shout out to Cece. What up, Cece? Shout out to you and the family, man. Yeah. So Ghost of Yotei, again, a bit shaky for the PlayStation community, a bit shaky for PlayStation. What would Sony do with Ghost of Yotei? Next up, we have something very interesting, right? Because thus far, for this week, we would have seen how the Xbox ROG Ally X would have done phenomenal. When it comes to reviews, when it comes to persons' interactions with this particular console. Now, we would have had little clips in between here and there of persons praising this particular console. Now, DZ, did you hear about the Xbox ROG Ally? Do you know anything about that particular console?
Not too familiar with it. Actually, the first time I saw it was on your stream the other day.
Right. Very well. So if it is you have the money, I mean it's $550 for the Ally, and I believe it's $900 for the X. Now, if it is you like handheld gaming, if it is you want to get into that, you have the cash, this is a great console to get. But it's really more for the enthusiasts who like this style of console. Yeah. But you know, a lot of persons are, giving this some very positive reviews. Take for example this 10-second clip here of what they are saying concerning the ROG Ally X. Listen.
Also, it puts the Xbox Ally X at the top of the tree of handhelds of this generation.
Oh, it completely skips them above. All of these things combined.
So you hear what these guys are saying? These guys are saying that the ROG Ally X skips all these other handheld PCs, all these other handheld consoles, the ROG Ally X. These guys were so impressed. Listen to them again.
It puts the Xbox Ally X at the top of the tree of handhelds of this generation.
Oh, it completely skips them above. All of these things combined.
Yeah. So, I mean, these guys are very much impressed with the ROG Ally X. And let me just say, I've been looking at different persons who would have had hands on. And a lot of persons are liking the interface. They are liking what they are seeing. Guys, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to support your boy. Throw something in the chat to support your boy. Now, they were not the only one who had, you know, raves review for the ROG Ally X. Listen to this YouTuber as he gives us his input on the ROG Ally X. Listen.
The 16th, the ROG Xbox Ally and the ROG Xbox Ally X are set to launch on October 16th this year, just in time for the holidays. And I've gone hands-on with both of them to answer one very simple question. Could these be the next best gaming handhelds you could buy this year?
I'm guessing a lot of persons is looking at the form factor. They're looking at how they basically use the Xbox controller grips. And for some reason, this console is feeling, you know, very good when it is you're playing it, you know. So a lot of persons love the form factor of the ROG Ally and the ROG Ally X. So that was a big tip that I would have gotten. Let me say shout out to President, the only president we need, President Jim Ryan. Let me say shout out to Big B Money again. Force, what up, Force? Dolomite is in the house. What up, Dolomite? Mr. Glass, he's very much transparent. Hey, Talos Ree, what up, man? Professor Strong, the only professor you need if it is you want to pass all your subjects. Yeah? Shout out to you guys, man. Let me say shout out to Professor Strong for that $2 super chat. Hey, shout out to you, Professor Strong. And he is saying best gaming handheld being released so far. Yeah, I would agree with that. Professor Strong. Now let's listen to the video again and let's see what this guy have to say.
So what does go into making a great gaming handheld? Well, in my mind, it comes down to three key things. Number one, it's got to feel nice to play on. Because whether something is comfortable or not is super important for when you're gaming hours on end.
Yeah.
Number two, kind of an obvious one, it's got to have good games and it's got to play them really well. That means making sure that the games are good enough for handheld play and that there's also enough horsepower.
Let me just say, I've been watching some gameplay with this particular console and I'm yet to see any sort of sticking, any kind of input lag. I'm not seeing it. So I don't know what Microsoft is doing, but whatever they are doing, it's working well.
Power inside to pull it off. And number three, it has to be really easy to use. So strip away all of the unnecessary guff and make sure that you've got a nice and easy to use UI that gets you straight into your games with minimal requirement.
So what are your thoughts on this here, Daisy? What about playing these type of console games on this particular device? So far, to you, how is it looking?
It looks really smooth.
Yeah.
The graphics look excellent.
But when you say smooth, would you say smooth like Egyptian silk?
Egyptian silk. Yeah, I think that's what we're looking for. Silkiness.
Yeah. Come on, man. Silky smooth. Come on, man. Silky smooth. That is what they should name this console.
For that, if you want more videos like this, I'm going to have to point down to the like button and the subscribe button somewhere on this video with the Ally consoles. So let's start at the beginning. You pick up an ROG Xbox Ally or Ally X, and I'm going to be honest, this is the most comfortable PC gaming handheld.
The most comfortable. So although Sony have a potato, which is the Portal, he is saying, in his professional opinion, this is a journalist, right? This console is the most comfortable. It's smooth. It feels. Is that what I'm saying? This is what he's saying. It's not my words. What a fancy action now.
Held that I've ever held. Definitely a little bit thicker than a lot of your other standard gaming.
So one of the things that he said he would have noticed is that it's thicker. So although it might be comfortable, it's kind of chunky, but it's not too chunky.
Handheld, and that comes down to these much more pronounced grips, which makes it.
Let's say it's thick.
Well, I mean, Some
You know,
people like thickness, some people like grip, you know?
Come on. Thickness. That's it.
A lot easier to hold on to and a lot more comfortable to play on for a very long time.
All right.
Alongside that,
all
you've
right.
got your standard array of everything that you saw on other versions of the ROG Ally. So you've got a micro SD card slot, 3.5mm headphone jack, power on-off switch, volume control.
Yeah, Professor Strong, that's a good point, Professor Strong. The battery life on this game, on this console, is, better. So that is why it's a little chunkier. So the battery, they put a good battery cell in it. So that means it plays longer than the traditional PC handheld.
And 2 USB-C ports. On the Ally X, one of them's USB 4, and on the standard Ally, you've got 2 USB-C 3.2.
But if it's one thing, guys, this console looks well built. It doesn't look cheap. It looks like it's a solid, well-built console. So kudos to Microsoft. Kudos to Asus. This is a good console.
So both will be able to support AR glasses, but one of them will have faster data transfer. But this loving between Microsoft and Asus has really produced something that is so ergonomically sound to hold and to play.
Yeah.
Because the ergonomics here are inspired by the Xbox One.
The ergonomics. You guys know about that word? The ergonomics. The ergonomics, it's ergonomicsing. You understand what I'm saying?
Wireless controller. And while you can find other Windows gaming handhelds that are slimmer, they are nowhere near as comfy to use as these. Because your hands fit around these grips really nicely, and the buttons and the joysticks are really well placed.
Come on.
You're not stretching, you're not having to do any sort of like gymnastics like you have to do on a Nintendo Switch 2. Really.
What? Shots fired at the Switch 2? Shots fired at the Switch 2.
Nice to use, trust me. Next is the games, and you've got a whole bunch of things at play all kind of coming together to make for a really strong proposition for the ROG Xbox Ally and Ally X. So with Xbox Play Anywhere and the handheld compatibility program, you've got thousands of games that are not only supported on this handheld, but also the power inside makes the most of it. So in the ROG Xbox Ally, you've got a Ryzen Z2A chipset with 16 gigs of memory. And on the ROG Xbox Ally X, you've got a Ryzen Z2 AI Extreme chipset with 24 gigs of memory.
No, that's a lot of memory. That's a lot of gigs. So I'm not thinking that this game or this console will be obsolete anytime soon. Let me say shout out to Adrian. Adrian, what up, man? Welcome. Hope you and the family doing okay. So yeah, so far, guys, the Xbox ROG Ally X has a lot of persons talking. It has a lot of persons going into their bank account, checking to see how much money they have, to see if they could afford it. But all I know is that this console is going to do phenomenal, right? This looks like an excellent, plan that Microsoft has. So next up, guys, let's go to the meat and potatoes of tonight. Tonight, we are calling to the stand Mark Cerny. You see, Mark Cerny would have sold the PlayStation community a number of lies over the years. Remember the SSD? That it wouldn't be possible with the SSD? You remember that? And these ponies, they ate it up. They lap it up. Listen to me. These ponies actually believed that the PlayStation 5 games cannot be played without the SSD. And then, guess what? All of those games started to be to the PC. And then Mark Cerny was in the corner doing exactly this. going on? Testing, testing. You guys hear me now? Testing. Are you guys hearing me? What
Yeah,
sort of
something went wrong just now.
what sort of pony attack? Listen to me. Is there a pony in this house? Get out of here!
Oh, good. One and done. He ain't getting
Get
out.
out! I don't know what went on there, guys. That never happened to me before, man. So, guys, yes. Let's now listen to Mark Cerny lies. Let's listen to Mark Cerny lies, and let's see what he told the ponies that the PlayStation 5 Pro would have been able to accomplish. And let's listen and let's see what later transpired. Let's look at these lies here that Mark Cerny said in the beginning. Listen to this.
And data streaming rates so high that traversal speeds are essentially unlimited.
I'm working on it.
Tempest 3D audio tech brings an unparalleled sense of immersion
Tempest 3 audio tech. What's even this?
to the sound of the games. With audio so real, you may not even need to see the enemies to know exactly where they are.
Wow. You hear what Mark Cerny is saying? Mark Cerny is saying that the audio is so clean on the PlayStation 5 and the PlayStation 5 Pro that you could be blind. You could be legally blind, and guess what? You don't even need to watch what's on the screen. You see what Mark Cerny was telling these ponies, and these ponies ate it up? Listen to him again.
Finally, the DualSense controller has haptics that let you feel through your hands what your character is experiencing inside.
These ponies were promised to feel love. These ponies won't love as children. No one hugged them. But Mark Cerny said, you know what? I'm giving you guys a DualSense, and you guys would feel love for the first time through the DualSense haptic feedback. You see the lies?
The game. It's wonderful to see such variety and richness of game experiences. Creators have made amazing use of the hardware capabilities, but when I talk to them, I do hear about their desire for more graphics performance. The dreams of the developers are bigger than can be supported at 60 frames per second.
So Mark Cerny said he spoke to the developers, and the developers said they wanted more graphics, right? Listen to what he's saying, eh? So we are dissecting what Mark Cerny promised the PlayStation community with the PlayStation 5 Pro. Listen.
And that leads to an aspect of modern gaming that we're all familiar with. Graphics modes. It can be...
He said here what? Because of the limitations of the PlayStation 5 and other consoles, they had to go with graphics mode. So by him speaking like this, the ponies are getting hyped. They are thinking that here what? They are going to get a console that no longer needs graphic mode. Follow me here. Listen. Follow me.
A difficult choice for players. Fidelity modes emphasize the visuals, typically through higher resolution rendering.
Mark Cerny, you are such a liar. All right.
These modes might also have enhanced detail or use more ray tracing. But the games only run at 30 frames per second. The visuals can be choppier and the controls less responsive.
So Mark Cerny was promising the ponies that they would have been got. Listen, he said fidelity mode is good. You get to see more graphics, but guess what? It only runs at 30. So by saying this, he's implying that what he is about to announce, you'll be able to get fidelity, and guess what? No more 30 frames per second, but 60, 120, right? Listen.
Responsive. Performance modes emphasize frame rate and interactivity, typically choosing to run at 60 frames per second.
Go ahead, Cerny.
mainly by reducing
We are watching what the dreams that Mark Cerny sold the PlayStation community at the launch of the PlayStation 5 Pro. Listen to the dreams.
the graphical detail until those frame rates can be achieved. When asked to decide on a mode, players are choosing performance about 3/4 of the time. Removing that decision, or at least narrowing that divide, is one of the key targets for PlayStation 5 Pro. We want to give players that decision, or at least narrowing that on a mode, players are choosing performance about 3/4 of the time. Removing that decision, or at least narrowing that divide, is one of the key targets for PlayStation.
Might give in trouble. Testing 1, 2, 3. You guys hearing me?
For a second, I thought Mark Cerny entered your building and took you out.
What is going on with this? I can't believe this thing was working fine all the time. You guys hearing me clear now?
Well, I'm hearing you clear.
No, as I was saying, Mark Cerny promised that these guys, he was going to not, PlayStation 5 Pro owners was not going to choose with fidelity or performance, right? He was saying that, guess what? With the PlayStation 5 Pro, he was going to narrow it down. So PlayStation 5 Pro owners don't have to choose between fidelity or performance. That is what Mark Cerny was saying. Now, Mark Cerny did his job well. So well that the ponies believed this. Do you know what the ponies believed, Daisy? Guess what they believed?
What's that?
Listen to this. Listen to this pony, what he believed that the PlayStation 5 Pro was. Listen to this.
That this thing was going to cost $700, and we told you and told you and told you. And instead of you all just saving your money, like we told you, you were like, I'll never do it. And guess what? This thing's more powerful than a 49.
What? You guys heard that? The PlayStation community thought that the PlayStation 5 Pro was much more powerful than a 4090. I mean, these guys had to be on crack.
Y'all smoking crack. Something is wrong with you people.
This is what they believed. Listen.
It is.
And look at this guy in the background clapping.
A friend of mine, he called. He
said he had a friend of a friend who called him. So this friend called this friend, and then that friend brought 2 other friends, and then that 2 other friends brought 3 other friends, and they told Craig it's more powerful than a 4. You guys know what's a 4090? A 4090 is basically a bomb. And this guy is saying that the PlayStation 5 Pro was more powerful than that.
4090. He was like, look, I struggle with this. You know, he said he struggled.
He said he's struggling. He's struggling to believe what PlayStation is about to do to the gaming streets. This is what he was saying, right?
Struggling with it because he's seen that this thing do things that the 4090 can't do. It's not going to do.
Oh, DD. Oh, what it is? Oh,
So this is what the PlayStation community believed, right? Now later, when the PlayStation 5 Pro was actually, announced and persons had it in their hands, this is what eventually happened when DF would have gotten their hands on it. This is what would have happened, or what they would have said concerning the PlayStation 5 Pro. Listen.
Depending upon what you want to do with the PlayStation 5 Pro, maybe you don't need to buy a PlayStation 5 Pro.
This one stabbed the PlayStation community in their heart. When DF themselves, they even called this guy a Xbox guy. When he said this, they called him an Xbox guy. This one stabbed them in their heart. I mean, I could imagine seeing these ponies rolling on the ground when they said that. Listen.
You want to get 60 FPS in every game, don't get a PS5 Pro. I don't think...
If you want to get 60 FPS in every game, DF said don't buy a PlayStation 5 Pro.
That's what it's supposed to do. That's where you'd start looking towards a PC, because the weakness in the PS5 Pro is still the CPU.
Yeah,
I think the GPU is really fine for great looking visuals in most games, especially with PSSR, as we just saw. But if you want things like path tracing, or you want like 60 FPS no matter what, or 120 FPS no matter what, that is not what a console is. That's when you start looking towards PC. And then honestly, stuff like an RTX 4070 is actually like a good notch higher than the PS5.
So DF basically took the win off of the sales of the ponies, because what Mark Cerny was selling was what he was saying, fidelity with 60 FPS. And guess what? He is saying if you want the PlayStation 5 Pro to hit 60 every game, you're not going to get this with the PlayStation 5 Pro, right? Now, was it true?
Pro, in my humble opinion, just because I feel like, like Rich just said, like it's going to be better than that 45% that Mark Cerny quoted. But it's also like, if you do turn on ray tracing, then it gets a lot better. I think we saw that.
Guys, let's see if we could get the likes up to at least 40 or 50 likes. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you have not yet subscribed, and throw something in the chat to support your boy.
In Alan Wake 2, when I compared the difference between an RTX 3080, which was better in rasterized, but the RTX 4070 had like 50% higher frame rate with path tracing stuff.
But these guys, listen to me, DF. These guys saying it's better than a 4090. What are you talking about?
It was like nuts.
Yeah,
it was way better. So yeah, these are not one-to-one comparisons. They can't ever be at the moment for price. But I think it's just like the price of the PS5 Pro makes it where you can start considering different things that are yes, more expensive. PS5, a PC will be.
So did what DF say actually happen? You guys are hearing a noise in the background? You hear a noise, DZ, in the background?
No, I was hearing a static noise a little while before, but it's gone.
It's gone? Okay.
Yeah.
Is the noise gone, guys? Is the noise gone? In this video here, you are seeing the PlayStation 5 Pro running at 54 frames per second. The PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series is running at 60. So right off the bat, and this was like a year ago. It's better now? Okay. This was like a year ago, where it is we would have seen the PlayStation 5 just not living up to what Mark Cerny said. Look at this. Look at this. 5-year-old consoles beating the PlayStation 5, right? Now, a lot of persons.
So here's the thing:
was saying it is because bad optimization for the Alan Wake. Let's look at another game.
Don't get a locked 60 frames per second on PlayStation 5 Pro in quality mode.
So here we have another game where the head, the grandpappy of DF, is saying that you will not get a locked 60 FPS on the PlayStation 5 Pro for Elden Ring. Listen.
But you should comfortably remain within the 48 to 60 FPS.
48? I am not spending $850 for 48 frames per second. I want 60 frames or nothing.
For most play. Looking at the comparisons here, I've added real-time performance differentials expressed as percentages.
So Daisy, what's the most you think you would spend for a console? What's the most you think you would spend for a console?
What's the price of a Xbox right now?
Right now, I believe that the Xbox Series S is like $350. That's it. Don't have as much power as the other Xbox, which is its big brother, the Xbox Series X. I believe the Series X is like $550 now or $575. Yeah, so I believe it's $375, I think, for the Xbox Series S, and also $550 for the Xbox Series X. The PlayStation 5, I believe it's $450 now for the standard edition, without the disk drive, and I believe $750 for the Pro. That's the PlayStation 5. So, which one rather? what's the most you would pay for a console? Hey, what up? Just 1 minute. I'm saying, what up, Kodali? What up, Delmas? What up? Who did I miss? Enjoy the boot on Sony's neck. What up? Who did I miss, man? I missed a lot of you guys. Okay. Delmas, what up? What up, guys?
But when the game does run at 60.
So what's the most you will spend for a console, Daisy?
Around the 500 ballpark. But before seeing this, I was watching and caught up in the hype of PS5. You know, Sony is very good at marketing. But seeing hands-on what is really going on, I might be leaning towards Xbox.
Come on, man. You better understand that right now, there's an Xbox train coming, man. Let's get it. Let's get it, Daisy. Oh, these guys are moving here, Daisy. Let's put it on the Xbox. Get it? You better buy it. Come on. So, all right. So, Daisy's saying that he will look more the 500 range. I mean, right now, things are getting so expensive. But look at this. Why is the PlayStation 5 Pro running Elden Ring not at a locked 60 FPS? Crazy.
Obviously, the GPU is underutilized, so the percentage will be lower. It's in areas of gameplay where the Pro is under 60 that you should see how much extra performance the Pro gives. Seems to max out at around 35%, a typical 30 to 35.
The reason why I'm playing all these old videos, guys, is to show that the PlayStation 5 Pro, although it was promised to be something phenomenal, has been lacking since the inception. Yeah? What up, Daisy? What up, man?
% delta. So, yeah, not a locked 60 in quality mode. However, then I tested the frame rate mode, dynamic resolution, dynamic features. It should be locked to 60 easily, but it's not.
He said it should be locked to 60 easily. You see how he said that easily? But it's not. What's going on here, Pro?
So I'm guessing possibly the game's DRS system doesn't quite know what to do. Seen here, we're seeing
time and time again, the PlayStation, I'm just showing you guys evidence. I'm just showing you guys proof that the PlayStation 5 Pro did not live up to what Mark Cerny said. Mark Cerny was basically saying no compromises. No compromises, but look at this.
The PlayStation 5 version running that old PS4 code is the least performant of the lot, right? interesting stuff. The Pro, on the other hand, is kind of battling it out with Xbox Series X for...
Why should the Pro be battling with the Xbox Series X? And the Xbox Series X is 5 years old. Could somebody explain that to me?
The smoothest performance overall only applies to cutscenes for the most part here. So to a certain extent, it's academic. But even so, some interesting stuff here because, you know, there's basically back and pat.
Always saying like, wow, this looks so good. Like Oliver was just talking about Star Wars Outlaws. People are talking about like, wow, this looks so good. And I'm just like looking at like the media I see. I'm like, this doesn't look so good.
So this is them talking about the PlayStation 5 Pro. Persons were into the hype and they were saying that it looks so good. But this is not me saying this, guys. So you guys can't say it's Island Gamer with J. This is DF, who would have been saying video after video that the PlayStation 5 Pro in it. You guys thought it was the chosen one, but it wasn't the chosen one. Instead, Mark Cerny hit you guys the okie doke, and you guys end up paying for everything.
Thank you. You're making us pay for water, you son of a...
Yeah, buddy, you'll pay for it.
You're making us pay for grapes?
Yes.
Apples?
Yes.
Things that God gave us for free?
You will get nothing for free, please.
You will burn in hell when I'm through with you.
Nobody's going to burn
You will not be allowed in my Father's house. At all.
So yes, I mean, Mark Cerny hit these guys the okie doke, and these guys believed that these guys, they were getting the golden child. But they didn't.
So be wary of subjective takes you see online, I always feel.
Yeah. There's a certain element to it where I think people just boot up the PS5.
Look at these guys laugh at the PlayStation 5 Pro. Subjective takes. Listen.
Pro, and they just assume whatever I'm seeing on screen, that is the ideal form of escape.
This guy is saying, ponies, don't believe your eyes. Your eyes are shimmying because the PlayStation 5 Pro shimmies with their games. That's not me saying it. This dude, Oliver, is telling you guys, do not believe your eyes when you're watching the games on the PlayStation 5 Pro because it is shimmying.
But actually, you know, if you use your more objective senses and you actually do some comparisons, or even if you just look at the issues in the game like Star Wars Jedi Survivor, you see pretty quickly, I think, that there are substantial issues. And I kind of wonder exactly how much of a degraded image you could present to those users, and they'd still think, oh, this is a great image. You know, it does make me lose my faith a little bit in the opinions of the peanut gallery there.
Yeah. These guys are literally laughing at the PlayStation 5 Pro, you know. Now, the reason why I played all these video, guys, is because, Daisy, did you ever watch Jimmy Neutron as a child?
Yeah, of course.
Do you remember Jimmy Neutron? how his hair looked like?
Yeah, like Johnny Bravo, similar. Yeah.
Johnny Bravo, kind of like a kind of high top something. Well, there is a Jimmy Neutron in the gaming streets, right? He thinks that he knows everything. He thinks that he's analytical. He thinks that he can decipher everything that ponies are doing, that Sony is doing. He says he's not a pony, but he's one of the biggest ponies in these streets. Let me say shout out to De Rizzy. What is De Rizzy saying here? Hey, shout out for that $2 super chat. De Rizzy is saying, what's this? Dippity dup. Ponies got their ASS dumped. Come on, Dirizi, be careful. So yes, so I mean, so listen to what Jimmy is saying. So guys, I just showed you guys a number of videos there, right? Listen to what Jimmy is saying here. Listen.
To integrate the latest.
To the folks that were, I mean, obviously everybody always tries to take these moments as an opportunity to console war. Properly informing people about performance issues is what we should be doing. This is not an indictment of the Pro. This is clearly an implementation problem.
So he is saying that here what? This is not an indictment of the Pro, meaning don't blame the Pro. The Pro is not to blame for how this game is looking. It has to be the devs. It has to be the devs who aren't familiar with the tech. Right? Look at this.
These guys are doing something poorly.
This thing looks like mud. Look at this mud.
This is the same as when a game launches on PC and has performance issues. You would never be like, well, it's your PC or PCs suck. You would say, oh, well, they obviously had problems with optimization, like what happened with like Jedi Survivor and other games. These types of issues are never an indictment of the actual machine. It's typically the developers. I mean, somebody's saying it all looks blurry. Okay, the best thing to look at here to see the differences is this section over here, the tree and the rocks on the base PS5 performance, and then you come over to the Pro, and it has like a blur to it. It's like it's out of focus.
Reconstructed image on PS5 Pro seems to struggle to match the clarity of base PS5.
See, again, this is where
it seems to struggle.
You're not getting like clips and tribal warring on Twitter. He's saying it's a win for performance and having a smooth.
No, but Mark Cerny said we don't have to. And this is what I'm saying. We play the video first with Mark Cerny saying that those who buy the PlayStation 5 Pro, they won't have to worry about performance or fidelity. He said that. Yeah? He said he was going to narrow the gap. He's going to make it difficult to choose between if a player wants to do fidelity or if they want performance. Now we are going back to either fidelity or performance. What's going on here, Reforge? What's going on here, Jimmy?
Your performance at the cost of image quality. And again, you would hope they would clean that up. The entire purpose of the PS5 Pro is so that you're not choosing between quality and performance, which now that we're right back to square one with this game. Like, this is exactly what I got the Pro for, so I could play games and just pick like what I did with Assassin's Creed Shadows. I got global illumination and I got amazing performance. It's one of the best looking games I've played on a console to date. And this game is a step backwards. Again, this is on the developers. This is absolutely something they can fix and likely will fix. We've seen this.
Yeah, but I mean, how could you blame the developers when I would have just shown video after video, clip after clip of the performance issues and the graphical issues of the PlayStation 5 Pro? And guess what? DF would have agreed with me that there's something clearly wrong with the PlayStation 5 Pro. Not just with one game, but with multiple games.
Like we saw with the developers from Black Ops 6 saying, we've learned some of the processes with PSSR, and there's a denoising thing that we have to do. I don't know if that's what needs to happen here, but they certainly need to rectify this, because it does look, again, it looks blurry and almost out of focus. Oh, and there's no Xbox coverage from Digital Foundry about this game. They tweeted and said, we did not receive an Xbox code for review, but we'll produce it.
Come on, Digital Foundry, buy the game, man. You guys make so much money. You guys are broken off from IGN. Buy the game.
New video when we receive it. So that could mean anything. Wait, where does he say the FPS is worse? I thought he was saying...
No, look at the FPS here of the PlayStation 5 Pro versus the regular PlayStation 5. Look at this.
It was better. Does he talk about that at another point in this video? Because this is PS5 versus Pro. Frame rate tests. So you're telling me the Pro is also worse on frame rate tests?
Yes, Jimmy. I'm telling you that. Are you not hearing us?
Jiminy Christmas, these guys.
Hey, guys, watch his vexed though. Anytime Jimmy says Jiminy Christmas, he's angry. Listen to Jiminy Christmas here. Listen.
5 versus Pro. Frame rate tests. So you're telling me the Pro is also worse on frame rate tests?
Yes. Are you not hearing?
Jiminy Christmas, these guys.
As a Pro.
You heard that, Jiminy? You all heard that, Jiminy Christmas? This guy is angry that the PlayStation 5 Pro is running worse. Jiminy Christmas.
Hardware. Every segment of the jungle, it seems, takes preference to the lower LOD and GI settings of base PS5's performance mode, plus its lower DRS range, and of course the absence of PSSR as an upscaler.
This is why you need to give people the decision to turn this stuff off. So, like, if you wanted to get the performance on the left, you should just be able to change that in the settings. Like, that is one thing about the Pro that I don't like, is that if a developer...
But why even toggle? Why are we even having this discussion of toggling on and toggling off when we would have spent $850 for a console? Think about it. There shouldn't be no toggling feature. Give me 60 or nothing after I pay $850. Let me tell you guys my stance. If it is Sony is saying that this is the most powerful console out there, if it is everyone hype this, saying that this console is going to be the best, then be the best. Don't rejoice when the PlayStation 5 Pro is running games better than the X. It's supposed to. What are we even doing here? This is newer tech. The Xbox Series. There should not be one game the Xbox Series X is running better than the PlayStation 5 Pro, and it shouldn't have one game that the PS5 base console is running better than the PlayStation 5 Pro. Insane. Let me say shout out again to Derizy, and he is saying, shout out again for that $2 super chat. Reforged sits when he pees and still misses the pole. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, Derizy. So yeah, I mean,
does this?
Come on.
I'm not given the option to go in and turn it off. I mean, maybe I am. I actually could be speaking out of turn here. Can you go in?
Yeah, all of these guys just cap. Most of these guys are still buying their games on the Series X, and they are just hyping up the PlayStation 5 Pro. Let's be honest and let's be real.
And turn PSSR off. I don't think that you can on a game that puts it in.
But do you guys think is the PSSR? Do you guys think is the pistol that is?
Yeah, and I think once it's in, it's in. Like, you don't have the choice to be like, well, give me the PS5 performance mode and turn all this other stuff off. No, you can't? Okay.
It's hard to see an upside here when, again, PS5 Pro users are
48.
stripped of a graphics mode.
What's that?
I see, wow, it dropped to 48.
Yeah, 48 frames. And this is $850 console. But it's not only Jimmy Neutron who is trying his best to damage control for Sony. No, if it was Jimmy Neutron, I mean, it would have been a Wednesday night if it was him alone. But you know, the entire PlayStation community has to come out and basically defend what is going on here. Look at this here. This here is MBG, and listen to what MBG is saying when it comes to the PlayStation 5 Pro.
And how intense people are getting about it. Where I got to be honest.
Listen to him.
I did put out another post earlier that day saying that I do think it's unacceptable. I do think that Konami needed to do a better job, and this, to a degree, this does suck, But it's just seeing how intense the arguments get and how intense people are.
Guys, I'm seeing 80 persons on the live. Please. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe and support your boy. Right? We had 55 likes. Let's see if we can get it up to 70.
Forgetting about it. Where I got to be honest, like
Hey, shout out to Saldor1. What up, Saldor? Carl, what up? Dion Haynes. What up, Dion Haynes? Who did I miss again? Did I miss a bunch of you guys? Yeah, what up, guys? What up? Welcome.
I just think it's unfortunate where it's like people are getting so mad and bent out of shape that it's like.
Guys, MBG is saying that you guys shouldn't be mad that the PlayStation 5 Pro is running these games so subpar. If I sold my PlayStation 5 and bought a PlayStation 5 Pro, and I am getting worse frames. What should I do, DZ? What should I do?
I don't even know how to answer that question.
Did I stump you? I sold my PlayStation 5. I bought a PlayStation 5 Pro, and I want to play Snake Eater. I am getting the worst version of Snake Eater. Come on. There's no way these ponies could justify this.
I feel like, I don't know, like at what point do you just kind of cross that line where I think it's like you're just miserable now? It doesn't mean we just have to, consume and don't ask questions and don't hold these companies accountable. I don't think it's that, right? I feel like there's a kind of a middle ground, and I think these days, in the year 2025, more and more people, I think, lose sight of that middle.
Guys, do me a favor. The Easy is going to put his YouTube channel in the chat. Let's see if we could get him up to 50 subscribers. He is a more casual gamer. He's not getting into Xbox. Let's see if we could support this guy. The Easy, put your YouTube channel in the chat, and let's see if we could get you up to 50 subscribers. He is at 47 subscribers no.
Ground, that rational, reasonable middle ground where it's like you can call out Konami and make them aware that there's a problem here. Okay? There's a problem here and you have to fix it, because make no mistake, I'm sure they're going to fix it. Like if they don't fix it, then
who are you trying to convince, MBG? Are you trying to convince yourself that Konami is going to fix it? Who are you trying to convince?
And I will have to call them out very aggressively, because it's like, come on, man.
Wow, MBG is threatening to call out Konami very aggressively. What are you going to do to Konami? Nibble on them? What are you going to do, MBG? Use some harsh words? Are you going to sick your kittens at them? What are you going to do to Konami, MBG?
You gotta fix it. They're gonna fix it. But we can call them out, let them know that you should have delayed it. It should be better. But at the same time, like, I hate that I'm seeing people that are passionate about Metal Gear Solid, that are excited to replay this game and still feeling excited for it. I hate that I'm seeing them feel like they have to go on the defense because there are people that are just losing their minds over this. And I'm going to be honest, man, like where I draw the line, right?
Where you draw the line? Show me where you draw the line.
Is it's like, look, man, you got to make a decision. You're either going to reject this game, not give them your money and demand better, or you're going to give them your money and play the game and basically tell them it's okay.
Listen to me. Tim Dog would have drawn the line long time. Tim Dog would have said, I am not taking this. Microsoft is selling all our games, putting all our games on PlayStation. So you know what? I am going to dance on the stage now. Be careful. Be careful, man. Oh, God. Yo, hey. Hope he's doing all right, man.
My response to that is, why not both? Because why not? Like, why can't we still support the thing that we're excited about, but make it very clear to Konami that you need, there are still problems. Your work is not done. You have to fix it, and you need to make sure you do better next time. See, and I get it. People maybe feel that way because they're like, well, it's like what you're saying, like they'll only listen to money. And I'm like, well, but is that really true though? I don't necessarily think so.
MBG saying that these companies don't listen to money. They listen to the heart. They listen to the heart of PlayStation gamers, and the will and the hope. This is what these companies live by. They're not looking for money. MBG.
We see developers that release successful games all the time, still patch them, still fix. They're still releasing fixes and stuff many months afterwards.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong. There are those. Like, I can understand if somebody's concerned that Konami is going to be.
That's a good point. These guys blame the Series S for Wukong not being on the Xbox ecosystem. They didn't say it was the devs. They didn't say it was the devs' inability to optimize the games in a professional way. I recall all these guys blaming the Series S that Black Myth Wukong could not come onto the ecosystem. Now that Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater is running worse on the Pro, now guess what? They are blaming the dev. They're not saying that the PlayStation 5 Pro is because of the PlayStation 5 Pro. No, they are blaming the devs now. You see how that works?
That case. But I look at something like Silent Hill 2 Remake, where it's like that game got fixed. That game did well too, but it got fixed. They didn't just leave it out. They're like, whatever, bro. We don't care. We're counting our money. They didn't do that. It's like, I guess I'm just not looking at it from the ultra cynical point of view where it's like, I don't know, man. We all are letting them know. Digital Foundry is letting them know. I'm sure they're not going to ignore it. They need that goodwill, certainly.
And this is what I'm saying here, right? These ponies are so quick to defend Sony. That is why Sony is putting these games everywhere. That is why they're putting it everywhere. These guys have no sort of, to say that you guys told us that this console was going to run the best, but now look at it. They can't say it.
That's the most extreme example, MVP Moss. Yeah, like that's the most. It does kind of feel like. Yeah, like that's the most extreme example.
What up, Anonymous Boss? What up? What up? Welcome, man.
MVP Moss. You're saying Cyberpunk made a shitload of money after all their performance.
Who just entered the room there, MBG? Somebody just entered the room there, made you flinch, man. Be careful.
You're saying Silent Hill 2 Remake is still broken on the PS5 Pro?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure that's wrong. Am I wrong on that? I don't know. I thought they had multiple updates for it.
Let me say shout out to D Rizzy again. D Rizzy. He is saying, D Rizzy is saying, thank you for that $5 super chat. D Rizzy, wow. He's saying, as a professional pony whisperer, my diagnosis would be for MBG to show us on the doll where Xbox hurt him. However, I wouldn't want to offend the doll. I think that MBG is lost somewhere in the ponyverse, man. He's lost. This is Scrap Gamer in the ponyverse here. When they have forces around. Show us very pony. Scrap Gamer, get out of there, man. That's a dream. Get out. Listen to me. Man. You're something else, man.
And they fixed like PSSR, or they added an option where you could use TSR or something like that. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But see, that's kind of the irony, though, right? Like, I am wrong. Are you? I'll have to look into this then. I could have swore maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
Is he okay?
Maybe I'm confused then.
Yeah, I mean.
Look, I'm just saying.
He looks broken.
Ultimately,
he looks broken because this week was a very hard week for the PlayStation community. Let's be honest. Again, it's like week after week, these guys just ain't getting it. So here we have Xbox is getting a slew of games again for the remaining of the year. We saw what Xbox is getting. It's a lot of games, right? We also see that Xbox is getting new hardware. It's exciting hardware. It is the Xbox ROG Ally X and the Xbox ROG Ally. It's a lot of things that Xbox is getting, both software and hardware. Now, when we look at the PlayStation 5 side, it's not much they're getting when it comes to games because Ghost of Yotei is not capturing the fans. We are seeing a lot of persons are angry with Ghost of Yotei because of the DEI and so forth. Now there are some persons who don't mind playing Ghost of Yotei as it is, but again, the fan base is divided when it comes to Ghost of Yotei. And now we have evidence upon evidence upon evidence that the PlayStation 5 Pro is not running all the games that come on the platform at 60 FPS and the highest fidelity. Although Mark Cerny promised that this is what we could expect with the PlayStation 5 Pro, quite frankly, we are not getting it. And these ponies are not saying nothing. They are quiet. You understand what I'm saying? So
Yes.
how could you justify this console would have just been raised, Daisy, by $50? I could imagine someone selling their PlayStation 5, going out to buy a PlayStation 5 Pro to see that their PlayStation 5 Pro is running games worse than the PlayStation 5, the one that they sold. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. But guys, this is what we saw this week. Now, what would we expect next week? I mean, only time would tell. Only time would tell. Let me just say, DZ, it was a pleasure having you. I know that this is new to you. I'll have you on the show every now and again. You could read some articles for us. You could tell us where you reach now in, your channel and so forth. And we'll have a good time. Right, DZ? Thank you for stopping out. Don't forget, guys, to show DZ a little support. We support smaller channels here as well. Give that guy your
Yes, I
support.
want to say thanks to K-Rock and Big B Money. I just saw the subscriptions popping. I really wanted to chat more the chat, but because of the equipment, I can't really see what the chat's saying, so I can't engage with them. But thanks, I appreciate you having me come on the channel to learn about the ponies.
Come on, man. Come on, man. These ponies are... Listen to me. I would have said years ago that these ponies they have...
This is a sickness. It is deviant. Therefore, we don't want it.
Yo, shout out to Anonymous Boss for that 5 gifted members. That is one thing, the Xbox community is one of the best communities. So when it is you come into the Xbox community, you would see a lot of support. You would see a lot of, they are just good people. I mean, I have seen so much support in the Xbox community. It's wild. We keep it light, we keep it funny, and we are not like those sick ponies across there who will come to your home, threaten your family life. These guys are honestly sick, These guys will dose you. Listen to me. Anytime you go into the PlayStation community and decide to leave, that's it. It's GG. Be careful, right? So, guys, thanks so much. Hey, Anonymous Boss again, thanks for the support. Derizi, thanks for the support. Hey, your city gifted. Listen to me. Phoenix Freestyle, thanks. Listen to me. Support, man. Support. Thanks to that 5 gifted members again. Phoenix Freestyle. I told you, Derizi, one of the best community out there is the Xbox community.
Yes, I can feel it. I'm feeling it.
Listen to me. Thank you, Iron Mike, for stopping by. Struggle Boxing, what up? Yes, these ponies are diseased. Right? Shout out to Trey Bone, Phoenix Freestyle again. Shout out to Professor Strong. Listen to me. Carl had some really good points tonight. Carl, Tony. Is that Tony the Pony? Tony, what up, man? Anonymous Boss. Why so serious? Got the best comment from the last show. Was it the last show or the last 2 shows? But why so serious? He was killing it the last 2 shows, man. Let me say shout out to who am I missing here? Big B Money, Dolomite. Enjoy the boots on Sony's neck. Shout out to Derizi again. Who am I missing? Everyone in the chat. Who did I miss here, man? Avgator 2000. All of you guys, man. Appreciate the support. Appreciate the love. You guys be safe over the entire week. You guys will see me back here, God's willing. That is the next the next Sunday. And yes, I will play that for you. These ponies will continue to buy their games at Microsoft at full price, and they will continue to pay Sony and get mediocre services.
Thank you. You're making us pay for water, you son of a... You're making us pay for grapes!
Grapes and all!
Apples!
Bring on those
things
apples.
that God gave us for free?
You ain't getting nothing for free, you police.
You will burn in hell when I'm through with you.
Yeah?
You will not be allowed in my father's house. At all.
At all. Let me hit the train one more. Let's hit the train. Good night, peace. Good night. Take it easy. Take it easy. Come on. Let's go. Let's do it. Come on. Let's do it. I go on and on. Funny. And superpowers we have. We have superpowers to slay these ponies and jabronis. Guys, take it easy. Be safe for the week. Don't forget to put your family first. Put God first, then your family. Don't forget to tell your family you love them. Don't forget God first and mankind after. Guys, take it easy. Peace out. I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Later.